Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Hot Flash Chronicles. Happy New Year. We made it. So do you notice anything a little different here? Yep, that's right, I got a haircut. So we're gonna be talking about this transition that I'm on. What a journey. If it's your first time visiting me, welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time visiting me, welcome back. Happy New Year. Love you guys lots. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to know when I post a new video. All right, we're finna get right into it because listen, I really love this haircut. I really love it. I love it. I have been rocking this. I got my haircut on New Year's Day. I did it on New Year's Day. Most people can say it's the big chop, whatever the case may be. For me, it is a time of just new and a new journey that I was thrust into. I have alopecia, point blank. It's alopecia. I started experiencing, it is actually called, I'm actually medically diagnosed. I went to a dermatologist. I know I'm kind of like jumping around because I really don't know where to start. I really didn't know how to do this video. I really didn't know what I really wanted to say. But I knew I wanted to share it because there are other women who are going through it, and it's just so really crazy that you have one journey going on with menopause, but then all of a sudden, boom, you start experiencing hair loss, and now it's alopecia. So you got two journeys going on, so why not share it all, right? I mean, sharing it anyway. All right, so alopecia. The type of alopecia that I was diagnosed with is called centrifugal theatrical alopecia. CCCA, that's the abbreviation of it. So it's really starting in the crown of my head. How this all started. I have always from the age of, like, from a little girl, I have always had a lot of hair, very thick. My mom has hot combed my hair, and because my hair was so long, I started getting perms at a young age. I think relaxer rather. I started getting a relaxer probably, I think 8. I think I was 8 years old when I got my first relaxer. I've always been relaxed. I've never had issues with my hair being relaxed. My hair has never fallen out because of relaxer. My hair was very healthy when I was when I had relaxers in my hair. The only thing that damaged my hair, where I did lose my hair, a lot of my hair, was when I was about 11 years old and I went swimming in a swimming pool. My mom did condition my hair. She washed it, all that jazz. But I believe that the bleach was just a little bit too much in the pool, and my hair started falling out. So that's like the only time that I really had damaged hair. In college, I had like the back of my hair, the back areas of my hair would be coming out due to stress. Like during exam time, I would have that issue, but it really wasn't a big thing. The hair came right back after exams. I never had a huge issue with hair loss. In 2012, I decided to go natural. Because I was having a lot of surgeries, quite back to back, and I just didn't want to feel like dealing with the whole getting a relaxer, and because of the surgeries, sitting for a long period of time, and then bringing your head over a sink and stuff like that, because my aunt was the person who was putting relaxers in my hair. Never had an issue. She's done it for quite some time. And then I was actually doing my own relaxers. I did amazing job with my own relaxers. A lot of people say don't do your own relaxers, but I didn't have a problem with doing my own relaxers. Never had an issue with that either. So I'm gonna say, oh, I forgot a point. I forgot a step. I forgot something. When I was in college, so this was like in the early 2000s when I was living with my aunt. One of my aunts, she was the one that was doing my hair. She saw a very small, key size little bald spot she told me about, and it was shiny. She said it's a shiny little bald spot, and I used to always monitor this bald spot and see this bald spot, and I'm like, wow, okay, I guess I just got a shiny bald spot. Never thought anything of it. It was really pea size, not even dime size, pea size. You could barely see it. You can only touch it a little bit, and you could tell, you could feel the little shininess of it. Okay, this is very important for this story, so that's why I had to backtrack. Okay, now back to 2012. 2012, I decided to go natural. And I transitioned into natural. So how I transitioned was I wore wigs. And I would wear my hair back into ponytails. Yeah, I would wear wigs, ponytails. This is where one part that I do believe where things could have started the alopecia. Okay. So here's where I believe alopecia could have started to sink in. So when I was doing my transition, I would wear ponytails. So I would actually buy the like the half ponytails, and they're like the wig half ponytails you could just put in with a little comb, and then you could wrap it around or do whatever. So I would get those, and I would do that hairstyle a lot because my hair was transitioning, so it would just match. It just was a good style for me. So I did that quite often, and then I would stop, and then I would wear wigs. Now I did notice that the comb was scratching my scalp, so I would stop wearing it for some time and then go back to it, or change the way, instead of using the comb, just take the hair, wrap it around the spot that I had up. 2015, okay, so 2012 transition, I was fully natural by 2013, a year. It took me a year. 2013, I was fully natural. I was wearing my hair out, twist outs. I'd had scarves tied around the front, you know, kind of a cute thing because it was kind of short, so I really couldn't do too much to it. Couldn't wear ponytails as much and all that jazz. So I'm fast forwarding, and we are in 2015. 2015, after my hysterectomy, a year after my hysterectomy, I started noticing a bigger bald spot near the little shiny spot that I had. And I was like, what is this? So, of course, I did my oils, massaged my scalp, all that stuff. It started growing back. Fine. 2016, fine. 2017, it was okay, came back a little bit, and then did my whole thing, oils, fine. 2018, I noticed that in the middle, it started breaking off a little bit more, and it wasn't just the one spot, it actually was the other side of my hair now. So it was two spots. One was actually a bald spot. I could see that it was balding. The other part was just breakage. So I was like, what in the world is going on? I stopped wearing all types of updos. So I stopped doing updos and was just doing twist outs. Started doing twist outs. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Okay, into 2018, 2019, up until now, I was like, maybe I need to do treatments, because I hadn't done a lot of, I've done protein treatments every now and then, but then I was like, you know what, maybe my hair needs more treatments because my hair is breaking off at this point. Mind you, I was taking a medication called warfarin. Warfarin also can cause hair loss in women. So my thought was, when my thought was okay, so maybe it's the medication that's causing my hair loss. Maybe it's causing it to kind of break a little bit. Let me up my ante on biotin. Let me up it on hair treatments, and I'm just going to treat the hair. I'm going to add aloe, do aloe, all different types of things. So I really thought that I was doing a really good job with my hair. I even started noticing that the bald spots were actually filling in with hair again. It was growing back at this point, and I'm like, great. But then I'm going to say, when was it? June. I'm gonna say around my birthday, like June. Maybe like June, I started noticing that the hair was once again coming out, and the bald spots, the bald patches were now bigger. It was a patch here and a patch here on either side of the middle crown of my hair. A patch, and then I had this little streak of hair in the middle that separated the patch. It was actually hair. I was like, this is ridiculous, but it's short hair. Then I was itching. I noticed that my hair was itching a lot more in the middle, and it started burning, itching and burning. So I put oil in my hair thinking it was just oil. Maybe my hair was dirty. I used apple cider vinegar. Now, y'all, I don't know. I didn't do too many YouTube videos, but if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, I take very good care of my hair. I've been doing Aztec clay, apple cider vinegar, all different types of things. Like I take very good care of my hair, which was very baffling to me why my hair was falling out. So I noticed that my crown was itching and burning, and I'm like, I don't understand what this is. And I'm talking to people about it, and they're like, oh, well, you know, nobody's really understanding what I'm saying. So I decided to Google it. So when I Google it, I come across some YouTube videos, and I come across CCCA. And I'm like, shut up. Alopecia? No way. There's no way I have alopecia, because people who have alopecia have patches all over the place, and then they have to actually shape their hair bald, and typically their hair does not come back. And I'm like, no way. So I'm looking and noticing that there's different types of alopecia. So when I saw CCCA, I was like, this sounds exactly like me. And of course, when you're reading stuff, and then when people are doing their videos, they're like, you know, it's better to get diagnosed. You'll need to go to a dermatologist. That's something that never came across my mind, that I would need to go to a doctor. You would think hairdresser or something, hair professional, someone that does hair, and I don't like salons. So that was one of the things why I've never really went to a salon. Except for like one time, a lot of years back, when I had my hair cut a little short. But anyway, so I was like, what? So I'm listening to what people are saying. I'm listening to what other women are saying, and I'm also listening to what they're saying, that when they go to the dermatologist, they have to get injected with steroids and all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to a dermatologist, and I'm not about to get injected in steroids. I have been through too much in my life. I have been stuck with needles I don't know how many times, so many medical procedures, so much medication pumped up in my body, and I just don't want any more. Like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. So I didn't heed the word and go to the gynecologist, look at me. Dermatologist. So June, July, August, and it's just getting worse. And I started, my hair itself around was like coming out. So in quite a few of my videos, you'll notice that I was wearing a lot of scarves. I think I had one more that was more recent. I think it was a skin video. Like I was talking about skincare or dry skin and stuff. I had my hair out, but I had like a scarf around here, around the front. And I did that because I was like, I didn't want to I didn't feel like tying my hair up, and because you can't see the middle, you wouldn't have been able to see the middle anyway. So when I would wear my hair, you could see, if you see from the front, you'll see all this glorious afro. Yes, girl, yes. But if you behind me or on the side of me, you would see like a gaping, like this almost like a streak. And I'm gonna put a picture somewhere so you can see. So yeah, so I had to think about this, and I was like, you know what, I think I need to go ahead and see a dermatologist. So I searched around, scheduled some dermatologists, scheduled some appointments, but they weren't available until the new year. So I was like, you know what, my hair is itching. I can't go into the new year with a gaping hole again, and I'm still wearing scarves every single day. Like, I was wearing scarves, head wraps every single day, because I couldn't wear my hair out. So I was like, you know, enough is enough. This is a new year and it's time for a change. So I decided to cut my hair. And my dad started the process off. You'll see videos because I'm going to put videos. So my dad started the process off, and I kind of didn't like where he was going with it. So after that, I went to a barber, and he kind of cleaned me up a little bit better. Okay, so the barber was like, yeah, I see a lot of women with the alopecia, that have the alopecia. He was like, I'm gonna give you a, what did he tell me? He said, I'm gonna give you a bougie fade, so you're gonna be looking good. So he gave me a bougie fade, and I love it. And you can still, but you can see and you're able to see the bald spot even more, right? So January the 2nd, no, 3rd, 2nd? Yeah, January 2nd. January 2nd, I went to the dermatologist. And, you know, they ask you a bunch of questions about your history, surgeries, and different things like that. And while you're there, they asked me about my history with perms, with relaxers, with weaves, and all that kind of stuff. Gave them all of that, and they were like, well, it's been quite some time since you've done that, so let's check it out. So I had a biopsy done on my scalp, where they took a piece of my scalp and they stitched me up. Same day, they did the local, like a numbing. They did numbing. So they did that the same day. And then I also had to go get blood work. So I went to get blood work. A couple weeks later, I went to get the stitches out. About 10 days. Let's say 10 days, I got the stitches out and make it. So I actually had to stop the video. Well, actually my phone shut off. I did not know iPhone has this feature where when the phone is hot, I guess, or overheated, because I'm in my car, and it says to me that it shut off because it needs to cool down. The first time that has ever happened to me. So back to my story. So I got the, what did I say, biopsy. I got the stitches out. They tell me that I have the CCCA alopecia. Okay, so the nurse, the doctor tells me that typically with this, hair does not come back, or if it comes back, it does not come back full. Like, so it won't come back how it was naturally growing before. So if it comes back, it's just going to be like shorter, but it won't grow out to full length. And so what would help is the steroid injections and also the steroid solution. So I was given a steroid solution and I was given the injections as well. I decided to go along with it. Okay, I know I said I would not do it, so I decided to do the steroid injections and also the solution because I wanted to see what the results would be like in a month. So I go back next month. So I want to see what my hair is going to look like and if there's going to be any type of hair growth within that time frame. My plan is that even if there is improvement, because the thing about it is you can't stay on the steroids your whole life. At least that's to my knowledge. I don't think so. I didn't ask her how long I would have to be on the steroid because my plan was not to be on it for too long anyway. Like, to legit just be like, okay, I don't want to do it anymore when I go back. So I'll find that out, come back. Of course, I'm going to do an update video. But my plan is to not do it anymore and just really take care of my scalp and really take care of me as well. So when you Google alopecia, well, there's different types of alopecia, okay? So the reason why they do the biopsy too is because they want to test the scalp, see what's going on with the scalp. So they tested me for lupus, oh my gosh, lupus, fungus, like if I had a scalp fungus, because you can lose your hair due to scalp funguses as well, different types of things that's going on. So they tested me for a whole bunch of things. It came back, you know, negative, that I didn't have any of those things, that it was indeed the alopecia. So when you look up CCCA and things like that, and you talk about hair growth, yeah, there's a lot of people that says, you know, their hair may have not came back, or they had to do some extreme things to, now I won't say extreme, I'm not going to say extreme. They had to put in a lot of work to get their hair back, to get their hair growing in the spots that they had the bald spot in. Everybody is different because it depends on too how long you let this wait out. For instance, myself, I let this wait out for quite some time, and it's because, one, out of ignorance, that I really just didn't know what was happening to my hair. I thought I was just experiencing normal like hair loss, and that I could really bring it back with some oils, massaging scalp, whatever, hair treatments and all that kind of stuff. So I never thought, one, I didn't know you can go to the dermatologist for your hair. It's just out of you just not knowing, you know. It's, you know, you just don't know. When you don't know, you just don't know, okay? So, and so if you let it linger for so long, or it depends on your scalp and the type of alopecia that you do have. Had I let this linger, it could have eaten up, literally the alopecia could have eaten up the rest of, continued to go on, because it was in one spot. Remember I told you, it started off in one spot and it was kind of small. It grew bigger, and then it came back, you know, then the hair started growing back, but then it came back a little bigger, and then it spread over to another side of my scalp. So these are things that we have to be mindful of and actually pay attention to our hair, pay attention to what's going on. Back to my plan. What I plan to do is to, yes, continue with massaging my scalp and doing, now that I know exactly what it is and understand a little bit better. I mixed up some oils. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm actually doing a detox. It's a 28-day detox as well. Why I'm doing a detox and why I think that's gonna help is because it's inflammation of the scalp. The alopecia that I have is inflammation of the scalp. Okay, so inflammation happens inward and out, you know. I have experienced body pain anyway for quite some time, since my hysterectomy and even back when I had endo and stuff like that. And endometriosis is an autoimmune disease, which is caused by inflammation as well. So I decided to do a detox, okay? And in this detox, it's all raw fruits, veggies, things like that. And so I plan to do this because I want to heal myself from the inside out, and upping my dosage of vitamins, meaning like my biotin, basically my biotin, more so biotin, taking MSM, pumpkin seed oil. I'm using pumpkin seed oil as an oil, but I'm also ingesting pumpkin seed oil. I did hear about pumpkin seed oil. A lot of people take the pills. I decided, you know what, I'm not just taking the pill, I'm actually taking the oil. So I put it in my tea because it's almost like has a consistency of castor oil, and I tried and I cannot. It comes with, it's not a pretty sight. I cannot. So I pour it inside it. It has a pretty okay taste. It doesn't even taste bad, to be honest. It doesn't taste bad, it's just the texture of it. So I put it in my tea, in my ginger tea, mix it up and drink it. it's fine. So I'm doing that to with the attempts of growing my hair back. I love it short though. I really, really do. I didn't think that I would really like it. I was really scared getting my hair. I was really scared because I'm like, I have never. This is the shortest my hair has ever been. And I'm like, shave it? What? But I'm rocking it. It looks nice. I really like it. I really, really love it. So, listen, ladies. Hot Flash Chronicles it's never ending, and it's never going to end. It's never going to end unless I stop it. But, you know, I think that it's important for me to be open. Like I've always said, I think it's important. It's important because I don't know who's going through what. You know, one minute you're thinking you're going through a life change of menopause, or if you've had a hysterectomy or whatever the case may be, dealing with endometriosis, and then you have other stuff going on as well. Our bodies are very sensitive. Our bodies are complex, and it requires a lot of attention, you know, as if you don't know that. But you really realize that when there's something wrong. Your body has a way of telling you there's something wrong. And so it's really being mindful of, you know, I guess going into the new year, it was like being mindful. I think what calmed me down and really made me say I'm cutting my hair, I'm shaving my hair, is that I realized that, you know, a new year, and I'm not, it was almost like it was a transition of shaving away the old me, so to speak, because, you know, it's the same hair that I've had growing out of my head for so long. Yeah, it cuts, it sheds and all that kind of stuff, but it was like the same look, all, you know, the same look I've had for years. And so to shave my head was like a new start. And so I was like, you know, let's go for it. And then it's not just the new start, but it's like my body is telling me there's something wrong. My body has told me this from the time I was a child with endo and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know what to do, but now here I am as an adult, and I have a lot more knowledge, a lot more things at my fingertips that I can Google or, you know, research, call a doctor, find out different things. I can find out the medical terms. It's like I went to the dermatologist, found out the medical term, found out what they think is okay for me, you know, what will help me. But then there are natural things. There are things that I can do within my body, I can do that can help me be a better me. And I'm just taking 2020, y'all, it's just such a different, I have such a different view on a lot of things, like just on just how I want to present myself and how I see myself, that I just want to take care of myself, you know. I want to live as healthy as possible life. I want to live as long as I can possibly live, you know, and as I live, being positive, learning more about myself, traveling, being productive, you know, being productive. Yeah. It's a lot more to that, but you know, all of that jazz. So that's it, y'all. We on a new journey. I'm still gonna be talking about menopause, but we on a new journey of alopecia and, you know, growing this hair back. But y'all see more cuts and different styles and stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna be tracking the bald spot to see how it grows, and I'll be back with another video to tell you about I'll be back with another video to tell you about how it goes within a month, to see if I see any hair growth. I kind of see hair growth now. I actually feel it. I can feel it when I'm massaging the what is it called? The solution in my hair, the steroid solution in my hair. I could feel it. So I don't know. You know, we'll see. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If it's, like I said, if it's your first time, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be back with a lot more videos. Try to do videos once a week, as my YouTube says that I'm going to be doing once a week. So once a week. And check me out on Instagram at Millennial in Menopause. I'll be posting a lot more. Like I said, this new year has come in and slapped me in the face, and I'm just like, what in the world am I doing? You know, that's how the new year do you. So anywho, toodaloo, until next time, I'll see you when I see you.